Okay, welcome back, guys. Part 3, the long solo, really long solo at the end of Red Bull and Hennessy. Song by Jenny Lewis, solo by Ryan Adams. He deserves the credit for this thing. It's pretty good. Okay, here's a disclaimer. I learned this by ear, so there might be a couple notes I'm missing here and there, but I mean, like, you know, it's the general vibe, and at least the beginning is pretty straightforward. It's pretty on it that I got. But the end, the middle to the end, you know, that's the time where you want to improv anyway. All of her guitarists do the same thing. You know, Mike Bloom and this new guy that she has. Sorry, I don't know his name. But they all kind of keep the beginning of it, and then they just kind of go off and do their own thing, which I believe she likes. So I'm training you for an audition for Jenny's band. So here we go. This is how you do it. So the end of the song where he ends on the E minor, just like that, and you come climbing up to, it's all happening on 7/9. You're just kind of descending down the strings, so you're going on A string, 7/9, D string, G string, like that. So, and they're all hammer-ons, like that. So. And then you're coming to B string of 8 to 10. So you're kind of moving over a little bit there. Then a bend. Then you release it down. So. And it's kind of like a release and pull off. So you're releasing it back to 8 of B, like that. So you might want to keep your finger on this dude. If you're new to soloing, by the way, it's just, you know, it's all on the wrist right here. I see a lot of people do that, and it's not going to work. Your fingers will slip. So you need to have your fingers like at a diagonal way facing you, not up. And then your thumb over would be great. And then you're just kind of doing that. I don't know if you can kind of see, but like that. You're popping out, basically. And that's how you push. So you just keep the grip on the string. So. And just right back in, so. Just like that. From the beginning. There's the new guy, so you're just adding on after that. It can be a pull off, or you can hit it. It's not a big deal. Like, it's all gonna sound good. So you're just going back to 10 to 8 there. So. Bend to pull off, like we talked about. Same notes, same string. He does it a lot in this song in the beginning. He thinks it sounds really cool, and it does. Okay, so. Cool. And then you're coming up to G of 9 to 7. You're kind of playing in that area, so. Okay, I could tell I played this. So you're hitting 9 of G, 7 of G, hammer on, back to 9 of G. A little vibrato there. So. So there's your next one. So you're grabbing G. And again, another pull off to 7 of G. And then you can either hit it or you can hammer on back to 9 of G. Your choice. It's going to sound great either way. yeah, so. And it's a quick, you're going quickly back to 8 of B right there, so. And then again, another bend on 10 of B. You know, so it's a long solo. 6 minutes into this video and we're not even like halfway through. This is gonna be fun. Okay, so from the beginning. So yeah, so you're just bending twice, releasing, pull off, back to that. So it's the same shtick. He thinks he's slick. That he thinks, you know, it's not complicated in a way of like new information. He's just like repeating different things. So. That's me, professional. Here we go. And so you're back to 8 of B, slide into 12 of B right there, so. And it's a quick slide, so you're barely gonna hear it like it linger at all. It's just gonna be like, you know, it's really, really quickly. You know, so from the beginning, let's check this out. So here we go. Now we're doing that. After that 12, we're gonna go again, just bend, release to the pull off there to 8 of B, back on to 10 of B. So. Here we go. Okay, so from the beginning. So you're gonna do like another like bend. Here's a tricky dude. So you're gonna bend the 10 of B right here. And you're gonna bring your pinky underneath to grab E string 10 right there. So yeah, it's a doozy. And again, you're just bringing them back down, pulling off to the A to B and back in. So you're just messing around in this general area for the whole solo. And again, you don't have to do like all of this so specifically. I'm just giving you exactly what he's doing. But if it's, you know, if it's just a lot for you, like just do a couple of them and really get your hand like used to it, you know. And eventually you'll be able to add as many as you want. You know, I always do like random different things here, but like, you know, he's just going like back to 7 to 8 just to get that main Red Bull melody in there. So, you know, so just try different like hammer-ons to pull-offs there, just as long as you get like the right melody in there. So you're like, you know, so you're just. to 8, 8 to 7, hammer on back in. So if you want, you could do like a double, like hammer on. That's probably what he's doing, like, from what I hear, like tempo wise. You know. So. You're just kind of going down from 7 to 5 to 3. And you're gonna like pull off on the B just to B string of 3rd fret to open B. So and then you're gonna grab 2nd fret of G, slide into 4th fret of G. Back to 2nd fret of G, open G. So from the beginning. So there's the first part. Take your time with that part. Just mess around and like on the 7-9 area, a little bit of 12. That's, if you can't go wrong if you hit like those notes that I showed you, at least without all the fancy work. Like, it sounds great. Okay, so the next part is so second part of this solo. You are sliding in to 7th fret on D string right here. And it's all happening on D from what I hear. I'm sure he's hitting like another note sometimes, or maybe it's just a lot of overdrive. Who knows? Okay, so cool. So that's like just a few times. Probably does like an open D to like 2nd fret D from what I'm hearing. Actually, it sounds great if you slide from 7 to 5 of D and then open D, 2nd fret D. So check that out. So it's going to be like, and you can like hammer on your 2nd fret D there. So slide back in, open, open D, back, hammer on, back into that. So and you're sliding back in again, 7th fret of D. So you're just kind of messing with all that. So I think I hear like he slides back into 5th fret of D actually, and then probably like a hammer on into that 7th fret D. You're just kind of like falling back on 5th fret of D, hammer on into 7 of D right there. So open D into 2nd fret of D again. So again, he's just reusing the same like tactic. And then you're gonna hit 9th fret of G. So from the beginning of that whole thing, it's like sliding back into 7th fret of D, 9th fret of G, back in again, fret to 10th fret of B. And you're going to slide into 12 of B with your third finger, and you're going to grab E string, 10th fret. So that's kind of what he's doing. And then he's going to do like a couple bends here on your B string only. And so you're going to keep the E string just normal. So you're going to be like... He eventually adds his pinky, I believe, on 12th fret of E there to kind of give it that, you know, heavy sound. So he doesn't do that many bends up, but I think that sounds awesome when you do it more times, and I think he does like twice, but it sounds killer either way. You're kind of just doing all that. Okay. Take all that, add it on to the first part, and then we'll get into part 3 next. All right, part 3. So, the last thing we did was now I learned this part by ear. I'm sure he might be doing it somewhere else on the neck too. I mean, who knows really, but this works just as pretty. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna go on third finger on D string 10 right there, and then G string 9, B string 8. So it kind of looks like a C almost with no skip strings. And you're just gonna hit those 3. So just once, and then add your pinky, keep that shape, add your pinky on to B string 10 right there. So you're just adding an extra note. So back into that, just lift your pinky off. And then it kind of looks like an A, if you know an A chord. I like to do middle finger D string 7, third finger G string 7, and then pinky B string 7. So you're going just those 3 strings. So from the beginning of that, it goes. And all I did was move my pinky over just one step. So 8th fret B right there. So from the beginning of it, slide back in, lift off your pinky, and now your first finger is going to be on B string 5 to replace that note. So you're really just ascending down the line again, melody wise, with one finger. So he does, again, you'll hear like a little lead, like, yeah, I just do that. Like, at this point, I'm improvising a little bit. So if you want to do what I'm doing, you're just descending from B string 8, 7, 5, and then I like to grab G string 7, so. Drive and, you know, grunt like craziness. I'll add my pinky back on to 7th fret of B there. So again, this is all my improv. So and I'm just going back and forth between those strings. And if you want, you can lift your pinky off again, you know, and just hit the open E with the G and the B. I just like swim around it. And from this point on, he's doing like probably dyad chords, which are like 2-finger chords and stuff like that, and just trying to get the main melody in. You know, you could do them everywhere, but if you want to do that, it's just 12th fret on D string 12 with your middle finger, first finger on G string 11, and you can mess around with that, so you can hit those. You can put your third finger on G string 12, 14 of G. You know, so you can find the melody in all kinds of places. But if you want to like just like solo note, like individual notes, I mean, you can like come grab like 17 of B. You know, just do like some bends if you want to. You know, G string of like 16 there. You know, and just play around with what I just showed you on 12. And you just go back to 7 and 9 and do some things around there, you know? You know, so it's all the same stuff I already showed you. You're just kind of like deciding where you want to, how you want to add it in later. And you know, it's a great improv exercise to mess around with those ideas and move them around different places. So, especially like her guitarists, they do it all the time. That no performance is the same. So, you know, you're just kind of going like, sorry. Messing with 2 strings basically, just to create a good overdrive sound. So, you know, have fun with that. Those are just the main notes. And if you have any questions, DM me. I'll give you some pointers if like bending's not working with you for some reason, like if something's just like not quite sounding right or not landing right, you know, like hit me up. I'll help you out. And then yeah, just have fun, mess around with it, and play with those general like ideas that I already gave you, and it'll sound great. It's all good. You can hit a couple E minors in there, you know, whatever you want to do. So, all right, that is Red Bull and Hennessy. I don't think I left anything out. If I did, I apologize. But yeah, this was fun. Thanks for choosing this song, because I love this song. It's so good. Who doesn't? It's a jam, dude. Okay, so I shall see you guys in the next video. And if you like what you saw, feel free to, I mean, this is free, by the way, but if you like what you saw, you can always tip me on my Venmo if any of this was useful to you. And if you're jamming in your house and you want to say thank you, anything you want, 25 cents, $1, it's all good. Or nothing, you know, maybe it wasn't worth any money. I don't know. You tell me if you learned anything from this. But yeah, thanks for tuning in, and I'll see you guys at the next one. Whatever song that will be, it'll be up to you.